Alright, so in high school, it all started my junior year. This was a day that kind of changed my life. So what happened was, in high school I wasn't really doing much with my life. I was just kind of letting it pass me by. Wasn't doing anything, wasn't participating in anything until one day, my dad just throws this inch-thick packet on my bed and says, "You're going to read this for the next 2 weeks, and if you don't, you're going to get punished." So I said, all right. So I did. I read it every day for those 2 weeks, and I noticed it was all automotive stuff. I didn't know jack shit about automotive at that time. So essentially what happened was, after the end of that 2 weeks, he says, "Okay, follow me." Takes me down to Cypress College, and he throws me in a room and says, "All right, I hope you studied, because now you're going to take a test against all 10 of these other kids sitting there in this room. Because you're going to sit next to that guy right now." And I noticed the guy he pointed to was the guy who went to my school. And he said, "All right." We take our test. And I think, oh man, I probably did horribly on this thing. I don't know anything. And then me and the guy next to me, who would be my future partner for the competition I just entered, scored the highest in the county, and that record has not been broken for 3 years, up until this year. And so they said, all right, after we got our test scores, they said, okay, now you're going to take your knowledge and you're going to apply it to an actual car. And so they took us to our dealerships, and we got Toyota of Orange and we got a tech named Gary. I thought it was just going to be this friendly old man, this friendly old technician. No. Comes out from the other side of the shop, I hear just boom, boom. I'm pretty sure this man sets off the Richter scale every time he walks, because this was a 6'5" polar bear. He had all white hair, white everything, just big man. And he goes, "All right, guys, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get on that car, and if you don't do it right, I'm going to yell at you. Even if you do it right, I'm still going to yell at you." And so what happens is that he trains us for the next 6 months. We have to be there every day after school. So we would start at 6 a.m. to get to our classes, and then we would end at 10 o'clock at night going home. Me and my partner saw each other more than anybody else. And then they said, okay, 6 months pass by, nothing really too interesting happens. And then competition day comes, and we walk into the Kia Center where they held it, and there's 6 cars, all 6 curtains, and there's 6 curtains separating all the cars. And so they say, okay, you have 45 minutes to fix this, to take what you learned and apply it right now. Okay. They say, ready, set, go. We go. Nothing too interesting happens, except someone starts a car without a spark plug in it, flies up, and just makes a really nasty noise that scares the hell out of everyone. 45 minutes go by, nothing too big happened. Like I said, kind of a normal day, I'm fine. And then they feed us lunch. They gave us free In-N-Out that day. And then finally they pull us into this great hall, and I noticed there's a bunch of people with suits along the wall, just standing up next to each other, and they're all giving random speeches. I'm not really paying attention, just like yada yada yada, tell me if I won or not. So they finally start calling the teams, like maybe 3rd place, I was thinking. No, they start calling 6th, 5th, 4th, and then they get to 3rd, and they say, okay, now it's time for the top 2, and we noticed we weren't in that bottom half. So they call us and the finalist team up. And I'm standing there, and we have to stand in front of a room of about 200 people. And I just remember standing there, just relaxed, kind of hunched over like this. And I remember looking over at the guy next to me on the other team going, like he had a giant stick up his ass or something. and they're sitting there, I'm like, they're just speaking and speaking. I'm like, hurry the hell up, I want to go home. Just tell me who won. And then finally, after like 10 minutes of speaking, 10 minutes of standing out there, they announced our team, and I was sitting there, I was like, wait, what? I just remember my buddy coming up, picking me up and hugging me, and I was like, what the hell are you doing, man? And I wait, we won. I was like, oh. And then everybody came up and started talking to us. The OC Register talked to us, and then we ended up getting a scholarship to every community college in Orange County, $1,500 every semester that we go to chase our degrees. We got featured in the school newspaper. Honestly, gave my life some direction, and it was probably one of the best days of my life.